Classes in session, boys. Can't afford college. Episode 2. All right, so today we're going to be talking about how to stay motivated, how to achieve what you want when honestly life is kind of pushing you down. So people ask me all the time, you have this great energy, you have all this hype, this charisma, like how do you channel it? Like what makes you get out of bed in the morning? And I always kind of pondered with this question, a lot of it was I didn't finish college. And for me, nothing was more motivating to me than being able to prove to everybody, friends, family, strangers on the street, that I could go and make something of myself without having a formal education. And when I was younger, that was the only driving factor. And as I matured, I realized that wasn't good enough anymore. I felt like I had already gotten to a point where I had achieved everything that I had wanted. I had proven people wrong, but there was something else. What else can I do, and how can I better myself as well as other people? How could I now be an inspiration for other people? And a lot of times it's very easy to get caught up in the noise of just getting comfortable and going through the motions in life. And for a little bit I did do that. But then probably the greatest thing that could have happened hit COVID. And in the blink of an eye, everything was changed. And people had to figure out really where their mettle was. What were you going to do to get through this time? Were you going to stay at home and get drunk all the time? Were you going to go to work? Were you going to figure out how to help others? What were you going to do? And it was really easy for a lot of people to take the easy path and lock themselves in home, stay indoors, not go outside. And for me, I said, nah, this is my time to shine. Like, my biggest gripe has always been that I've never gotten the opportunity to really show my creative, outgoing side. But now I had the tools to be able to reach out to people in their homes, and I got all over Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and I started doing these videos. And by doing these videos, I was able to generate business for my store and basically make it so that people were looking forward to my captain's logs, my flag waving, everything I was doing on social media. And it became kind of an example of what you can do with it. And by doing this, I realized that I'm now an inspiration for people on social media. Like this feels really good. I like this. I like giving back. I like inspiring people. And it's at that moment that I realized I want to help people achieve greatness. I want to help people find motivation. I want to help people have energy. So every morning when I get out of bed, I'm not getting out of bed because I want to prove people wrong, prove my family wrong, that doubted, people that, maybe didn't understand entirely why I didn't want to finish college, but now show that I've already achieved that. Now I'm able to help other people rise up and get to that next level of greatness. And then once I get them there, I could go on and build something out of this. I could build a business out of this. And that's what brings us to today. So how do you stay motivated? Well, we're going to break it down in 3 steps. Step 1, you got to have the energy. If you don't have energy, you don't have anything. There are 2 kinds of people in this world, wanters and doers. Wanters, all they say is, I want a big house, I want lots of money, I want a Lamborghini, blah, 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 blah. Doers understand that the only way they're going to achieve those things is by doing. And to do, they need energy. So how exactly do you get energy? Well, first, you need to figure out what exactly it is that you bring to the table. Some people are great networkers. Some people are great with organization. Some people are great at getting out in front of a crowd and doing public speaking. Your energy is dependent entirely on what you are willing to do for yourself to get what you want. Now, having great energy also means you've got to get uncomfortable sometimes. The first time I did a video on social media, I was very uncomfortable. People are brutal on the internet, but the risk was worth the reward, because if I could just reach out to just a few people and help them, it was worth it. But no one wants to sit there and listen to somebody that goes, well, if you have a motivational quote, and that's going to, screw that. No, that's not going to change anything. I could read you 1,000 motivational quotes to 100 motivational Mondays. If you don't have the energy in the morning to get up out of bed and set a routine and take action of your life, you're not going to get anything done. So step 1, find your energy. Step 2, the most important step, find your motivation. Now, people, like I said earlier, are motivated by money. They can be motivated by material things. But you need to find what's going to get you out of bed in the morning. If it's just going to be to go and have a comfortable life, that's fine. But what is it going to be to really make you have a comfortable life. Yeah, you work 9 to 5. What happens if you get fired? What happens if your job lays you off? What happens if you die tomorrow? Are you going to be satisfied with that? No. No one's going to be satisfied with that. You're not leaving anything behind. If you want to be successful, you need to be able to have the mental fortitude to know what you want. And the only way you're going to figure that out is by trying different things. Maybe you've always had a passion for journalism. Maybe you've always had a passion for politics. Maybe you've always had a passion for just laying patios. You need to understand what motivates you. It's not the laying of patios. It's the way it makes people feel. Sales is nothing more than the transfer of emotions. And that's part of what I like doing. It's not about the cell phones that I like. It's about people enjoy those. They capture memories. They watch their kids grow up on them, which is sad, but it's the truth. New technology brings people closer together. And nothing was more evident of that during COVID. That made me feel good. I was helping people still be able to connect and see their loved ones. So for me, that motivation at the time was I want to make people still feel like they can see their loved ones. I still want to make people feel like everything's going to be okay. I still want to make people laugh. That was my motivation. My motivation now has gone to, I saw the effects of that, and now I know that if I can help people that way, how could I inspire them to maybe get out of their comfort zones and try to take on more things? In step 3, you need to take action. So I have this conversation all the time with my sales reps. You know, they want to make more money. They want to get more deals. Yada, yada, yada. But the only way any of that's going to happen, I can throw sales books at you. I can throw habit building books at you. I can throw everything at you. But if you're not willing to wake up, come to the store, do your cold calls, do your Facebook posts, do your LinkedIn referrals, and get action, you're never going to achieve anything. So if you want to go and do something, you need to take that energy, pair it with that emotion, and execute it. Because a good plan violently executed today is better than a perfect plan executed next week. The only thing that stops you is I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's not a day, dude. Like, if you want to be an absolute monster, be able to prove people wrong, be able to not go to college or drop out and build that level of success that now people look to you, you need to be willing to take action and do things that people aren't willing to do. It is so evident in the society right now. People bitch about having to work 9 to 5, and when their boss asks them to work extra, they bitch about not having the right money right now. They bitch about not having the right opportunities. Going to Kohl's was not going to be my end-all be-all when I was working there at 19. But the opportunity to learn management, to learn business, to learn a team, that was the reason I went there, is that it could help me learn those skills that I didn't go to college for. I could learn them in the real world and then begin to execute them. Everything that you do is an opportunity. People need to start looking at it that way. The person stocking groceries down at the market, yeah, that's a dead-end job. Society would let you not think. However, if they learn it and they take initiative and they take action, that they want to own that grocery store, they want to own their own business, those skills that they can learn by surrounding themselves with those kinds of people are invaluable. Things you can't get in a college classroom. Things you can't get just from reading a book. Books are great, and self-education is the most important thing. That's what we're here for. But you need to take action. Reading those quotes, reading those books without any action the next day isn't going to solve your problems. So in conclusion, the only way to stay motivated is to step 1, find your energy. Step 2, find the proper motivation. And step 3, take the action. Because no matter what it is that you're trying to do in life, if you don't have the energy to find the why and to execute, you're just spinning your wheels. So if you right now are working in a dead-end job, don't think of it as a dead-end job. Think of it as a great opportunity. If right now you think you're pretty comfortable where you're at, think really, what do you want out of life? And try doing it. Get uncomfortable. And lastly, don't be afraid to make something great just because you think it can. People all the time have great ideas that get unfortunately stepped on by life or their friends or their peers, and they doubt them. Screw the doubters, man. People are always going to be doubting you. Who cares? Stay motivated by having enough mental fortitude, knowing what you're doing is right because it's what you want. Remember, you found this motivation. All you're doing now is taking your energy and executing it. That's how you are going to be able to stay motivated. That's how winning's done. That's how you become a top closing salesperson. That's how you get everything you want in life and prove that just because you didn't go to college doesn't mean you can't be successful. I'll see you guys next week. This is Patrick from Can't Afford College. Have a great night.